And speaking of that, I feel like just from a creative side, this is just a creative side view of side conversation, which is what I learned. I watched this video, which I think is really good. It was about, and just this is just like a stand up thing, right? But it's probably everybody can benefit from this. It's like it was kind of like how do people ask this guy, this dude on YouTube, who's I guess he's like a speaker. He helps people speak better, or like work in like they have corporate things of how to like make talks or get your point across. This was like the point of this whole video, which is like how to get your point across, which is like, you know, it's called the prep. I guess it's like a formatting issue. It's like it's to format your thoughts, right? So it's point, reason, explanation, point. And I feel like this is something you could like. I feel like this is like any creative person. It's like you can take ideas from these like corporate ideas that are about like getting your points across and like making sure everything is lean. And I feel like that's what they mean when you talk joke writing. You're always like trim the fat, and it's like always just like make your point the quickest way you can, right? And I was just kind of like I don't know how to do that. I feel like I'm just like all over the place. And this really helped me, and I think this has probably been explained in different ways, especially like I think in the comedy Bible this is probably set up this way, but it's called prep, right? So it's point, reason, explanation, point. So like the way he was talking about is like we don't want to do Monday meetings anymore. Reason is because I think Monday meetings no one's paying attention. We're gonna have a bunch of these meetings anyway later in the day. This is a waste of time. Example, this last Monday we did this thing, but then we had 4 other meetings about the exact same thing. Point, this is why we shouldn't have meetings on Monday. And I feel like something clicked in my head about that. And I feel like that's why you can kind of get inspiration from anything. So you should watch like a lot of things or read a bunch of stuff that's like maybe not even in your niche or what you're doing, right? Because you get like that to me. I was like that's like premise, kind of the reason why you feel this way, and then your example can be like a joke, a how you think about how you feel about that. How I feel like there's a way to like structure that, and I think they do that in the comedy Bible. They talk about that kind of stuff too, which is like, you know, it's your premise, setup, punch, right? But and it's just I don't know, maybe it just clicked. Maybe I'm just reading a lot. I'm just like I just have a lot of information that's finally like I just read the same kind of information a bunch of times and it clicked this time. I don't know. That's why I'm always about going through fundamentals all the time because eventually something will click. Um, that you're like, oh, I get that now. That for some reason made me think this and I get it. I'm on board now. And all that kind of stuff. So I feel like that was really important this last couple of weeks. I noticed that a little bit in just writing. I actually write PREP in my Apple Notes when I'm writing out my like the little jokes to make sure that I know that I'm saying it succinctly and I'm saying there's always that structure behind it because I feel like having that structure has been it just makes sure it's very clear, which has always been my problem. I feel like I'm just not clear. You know, I'm not like, here's the point. I'm always like kind of like I have like 5 ideas off of that or something like that, and what I should be doing instead of saying all the 5 ideas, I should be setting the 5 ideas up individually, opposed to just saying them all right. That it's just been a little bit of a kind of a moment, which I feel like it's something to share. You know, and there's a lot of examples of this stuff. So yeah, I think you should look other places for things to help you whatever you're doing. There's other ideas that you can totally use in completely random things. Like this is like corporate America now, like applying it to stand up. Like it's interesting. I don't know. I find it fun, and I think it's a good thing. So I just don't. I just think that that's a lesson we can all take something from. Everyone can use that idea.